Generic greetings and welcome back once again to Prison Architect, where in the previous episode we started farming, finally, and as you can see we have some basic farming setups here. We've got the pantry on the right hand side, which I don't know of what great use that is, but I'll come to that in a moment. We have our vegetable allotment, the farming field, and the orchard. The latter two we need to obviously do something with. So overall, quite happy with that. It was a quite decent test. In this episode, I want to progress on and at minimum get the field sorted, and I may have a look at the parole and other area up here, as well as the yard as well. So we'll see how we get on with that one. I was also tempted to increase this classroom along to there, but I don't think it's strictly necessary. But we'll see how we get on. Danger level is going up because of reasons unnecessarily searched is what they're saying. In terms of this field, let's go ahead then and go over to our flooring and then to the grass here. And I want to place grass in there and in there, followed by in between those two some reclaimed brick, just to sort of frame that off quite nicely. And then it means we can plant stuff in there as well. We do have a couple of grants on the go, 3 specifically. The farming grant, which it says we need to plant 5 crops of any type in each room. So I guess I'll put some in both of these fields and that'll get that sorted. We have the Reform to Education initiative, which we have got going. If we check out our programs there, we do have Foundation Education program running, so hopefully it'll be a matter of time before we do that one. And then Cell Block C, raise your capacity to 100, which we're nowhere near doing because we don't have the... Ooh, I'm guessing a lot of I'm guessing a lot of money will be required. Let me go ahead. Cloning, yeah, 60 grand. That's not going to work out. Okay, cool. So we could take a massive loan out, but I'm just going to not do that. And there's Adam, who is currently stuck. They seem to be stuck doing that. I'm checking this one-way system as well, and you notice that the bottom one here is being, like, not the orders are not being followed by the staff, but I think, as far as I can tell anyway, the prisoners are following this sequence, but we'll have to keep an eye on that one. One thing I want to check, actually, over to our deployment, and yep, that is still set as staff only over there, which is good, and these bits as well. Want to make sure that was the case, but I also wanted to check out in logistics our crop distribution. At the moment, all of our crops go to the pantry and then the pantry to the kitchen, but I don't know if I need the pantry to the kitchen. Couldn't I just say go directly there? Yes, I can. And it does say right-click to manage distribution, which this is new to the game as far as I can tell. When I say new to the game, I know that crops are new to the game, but this level of distribution, the way they've ordered this is new to the game. It's like another level on top of the way it used to operate, which I'm still not used to. But anyway, here you control how much of this vegetable allotment's grown crops are delivered to each of the connected rooms. You can have a maximum of 8 rooms connected to each farming room. You can click on a percentage to lock it and stop other rooms changing its amount. Otherwise, use the arrow buttons to change percentages with the overall amount per crop, capped at 100% for all connected rooms. We can set up the distribution for each of these to, say, the kitchen, like that, and we can right click and we can see they have slightly different things there. So for example, we've got the vegetable allotment, you've got all vegetables, and then it goes carrot, tomato, potato, cabbage. For the, what's this? This is the farming field. It is wheat, barley and corn. And then finally the orchard, we've got apples, pears, bananas, and oranges, peaches, I think. Yeah, oranges, peaches, bananas, and apples. There you go. So if we wanted to, we can say set up that, and it'll put 50% in the pantry, 50% in the kitchen. I have no idea why I would not just send it directly to the kitchen, unless it's like a storage backlog. Like, I would guesstimate that is better, because then basically everything is going to the pantry and then the pantry is then supplying the kitchen. Will that work? I have no idea. The fun's in finding out. This one is the one that is a bit strange. There are no rooms connected to this farming field, so it will send its crops to the export and storage until each is full. So yeah, we're exporting stuff. Speaking of exports, can I actually set that just to exports? Yes, I can. I'm just going to export everything in this one in this field and sell it. I think that's what we're going to do. Speaking of exports and such, I do want, I think, to go over to here. Let me just check in. It'd be nice if it was actually light and we could see something. This is our deliveries here, and I'm going to check the middle, which should be, I think, is it 12? Yeah, so that's about the middle-ish there. I want to put in a scanner machine like that and scan some of the stuff that comes in. I think that's as close to the middle as we really are going to manage it. And I want to scan stuff coming in because it does keep saying that we have a big problem with contraband. I'm not convinced, but let's just put these in. Also, I think I need to double check the wiring. The door control systems are in and the phone taps are also in. Yeah, that's fine. There's someone ODing there, so someone should come over quickly to pick up. This is Aston Tries, prisoner, well, age 28, prisoner number 8409586, and nobody's coming to get them. Is this guy coming to get them? This guy is coming to get them. That is fine then. Okay, we'll max speed that out. Let the workers crack on with what they're doing, which is mainly putting the turf down in the field. I'm going to change up our policy and say we're only going to search every 5 days from the farm there. Speaking of searching, let's do a full shakedown. It's in the middle of the night there, and we'll let them crack on with that one. And in the farming field, I want to probably place, let's have a quick look here. There's barley, wheat and corn. So barley is, you get 2 barley for each harvested, and you get a total of 3 generic units of currency each. Wheat, you get 4 pieces and you get 6 off it, so it's better. It costs more, but it's better. And then corn is 5 and sold for 5 each, so probably corn is one of our best ones. Either way, let's plant. This is a test bed. Is there a pun there? Bedding? Testing? Yeah, testing. Nah, bedding. That's, yeah, this is going to be our test bed where we put a bit of each in there, and then later on, if we wanted to, we can stop it and then rebuild with all just corn or whatever. In the fruit orchard, similar sort of thing. I've just zoomed right in, and we have apple tree, banana tree, peach trees and orange trees, but the difference being that you have to plant them next to each other like that. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, so there will be a little bit of a... Are they the same size? Yes, thankfully they're all the same size. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3. That's our apple trees. And then banana will be 1, 2, 3. Peach trees, which is where Dread went. And threw a drug dealer off a roof in the end. Spoiler alert. Brilliant film, Dread. Brilliant. Anyway, so we're building peach trees, never thought I'd say that, in Prison Architect, and that should give us this grant then, because we need to plant 5 crops of any type in each room. So we've got 3 rooms, job done. So let's see if we get basic farming. That'll give us that grant, and then hopefully, excuse me, allow us to, allow us to speak here from the mayor. We've completed our security review of the visitation process, and visitation rooms can now be re-added to the prison. Thank you. Yeah, anyway, hopefully we'll get that done, and that means more grants. But more importantly, one of the things I'm really excited for is to see if the health benefits are passed along to the prisoners, and indeed some savings, because we won't be ordering in as much food. But we'll have to see if any of that is the case. Danger level is quite high because of the searching. We'll just have to assign people to these fields as well. So it is in logistics and prison labour. We'll just assign everybody to this one. We've only got 9 qualified prisoners, so we just need more prisoners working, ideally. That's the overall goal. In terms of energy, we really haven't needed to touch this at all since we begun this construction. But there you are. We'll have to alter it at some point. There's another page from the notebook. I have to collect the notebooks now after the great hard drive purge of 2020. So what else is it that we need to do? Well, you know, these are getting brought in here, all these potatoes and stuff. You can see it expires in 4.4 days, 4.5, 4.3. I think... Oh, a death. We've had... Oh, wow. This is prisoner Tim Newell, who has just attacked this visitor. It doesn't say who they are, but they're currently attacking other prisoners. Okay. That's bad. Guard response then. Said guard response in here. They're just chasing everybody down. This is after our legendary prisoner. I think we're gonna have to do the taser rollout eventually, aren't we? Today's beverage is green tea, by the way, and there's them unconscious. Okay, fine. But that is a visitor murdered by prisoner. I don't know if that's the visitor there. I don't know if that was one of the, like, their relatives. Does it say family, ex-wife, daughter, and daughter? Raw. Well, that's all raw, but then they're there, so I don't know where they started. I don't think there's anywhere to find out. You can either follow or just close the menu, so no. Wow, okay. Newell. Savage. Savage. How are we doing over here? Not too bad, but I think it's another throughput issue. Let me just get some more of those farmers and crack on with all of the planting here. Eventually we're going to have more farmers than guards. Somewhat ironic. And we have a decent amount of cash flow. A lot of that will be to do with the exports of energy. Of green energy, I would assume. So we'll see. It's currently autumn and overcast, 8 degrees C. But we do have decent... decent heating across the place. And we're just finishing off this. So fruit trees, unlike other crops, fruit trees will yield fruit continuously and such they won't need replacing every harvest. Good. So we'll just place the fruit trees and there's our 5 grand for our grant. Let me check out the other grants. We have criminally insane wing, we're not doing. Self-sustaining. Overproduction. Let's go with self-sustaining. So this is all to do with harvesting. Okay, it says purchase 10 bags of compost fertilizer. Purchase. I've got over 1,000. Okay. I mean, how do I... Is it just going to do it automatically? It might. Compost. So I can't... I don't know what I can do to purchase it. Because it needs to be placed. And because I've got it on auto-fertilise, I don't know what's going to happen. I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and... We'll say no automatic fertilizer. We'll let it crack on with that, and then we'll go from there. I want to go to foundations and building brick, and I want to build. Oh no! Cancel! Building is reclaimed wood wall. Nearly made a mistake there. Nearly made a mistake. This is our. This is going to be our. Well, a couple of buildings actually. There's 4 in here in total. 2 parole, 1 mailroom, and 1 library. I'm also going to do a tunnel search because we haven't done one in quite some time. We've done a shakedown here and there, but not for that one. And once this is in, obviously I need to put all of the rooms in and do the designations and yada yada yada. Technically on the back we need to set that up as well. It's currently as a perimeter wall, but it should be a concrete. Now the perimeter wall is better. It is a better wall, but I just want to make it all square, level and correct really, best as possible. And that's going to get built in a moment, probably once one section's in. Yeah, there we go, that's now in. Going to place that and just double check deployment here. Yeah, that is still set as staff only. And why has that happened? That is very strange. How are we doing over here? Alright. So harvest 50 from farm plants, sell grown crops of any kind, and then it's still purchase fertilizer. So, oh, there we go. Those are... compost. See, it's not purchasing it. Fertilizer. It's high quality fertilizer. But maybe it's just I have to wait for this compost fertilizer to be used. Or we might be generating it so much. But where are these magical 1,000 bags of fertilizer? Because I'm not seeing them. I'm not seeing them. And these are okay. How are we doing here? That's about right. Let me dismantle objects. Those. And then we're going to put in the lighting again. Like that. And then we're going to put the walls in. So it is walls across. And then this room here is going to be slightly larger. Because some of the rooms you do need to have them slightly larger. And there we go. Let's have a staff door in there. And I'll need to delete that and add the rest in. But there you are. We are still progressing on quite nicely with the reform through education. I haven't sold any crops, but all of these crops here, like the corn and such, all of those are automatically going to be sold because none of it's set to anything else. And there's some workers stuck. Let me go ahead and check our doors. I want to have visitor doors 1, 2, 3 and 4, and hopefully if they focus on that we'll eventually get these guys out of the building because they've got themselves a wee bit stuck there. Checking out electrical cable, running that up to the end. That'll sort that right out. I will now also, because I can, so all of this is staff only for now. This is a bit of a safety net, you understand, because once I dismantle that door and remove that wall, if this was set to climbable, they would just like head out. In fact, I'm sure I've had one previously where I've expanded with this perimeter wall still here, and then they can climb over even though it's classed as inside. Just a bit of a strange trait there. Alright, let's check out then our deployment, which is then changed to the one thing I didn't want it to be, so there you are. Taking the precautions, yet it didn't matter. Right, that is now set as appropriate. I'm going to remove the 2 designations there. This will be our parole rooms, or parole rooms, 2 of, which are quite simple in their construction, and that is the construction there, followed by the doors, and let's just put them on 1, 2. Once those are set up, we'll get parole going, and that'll probably completely and utterly destroy anyone working in the prison, because I've found that that just tends to happen when you have low-risk prisoners. So anyway, we have parole hearing, 32 in the queue. I'll set that going there, and we're just going to put them onto max. There we are, that's the max number possible. Reschedule all that, and we will do a shakedown. We are... Oh, we've now managed to sell some crops, which is very good indeed. We still need to purchase bags of fertilizer, but if I check fertilizer, we can see we are on... Oh, we found a tunnel. Ah, not really a tunnel, more of a way to go from one cell to the other. It's a serving hatch, basically. I don't know what they're serving through the toilets, but that's none of my business. Let's remove tunnels there, get rid of that, and all of that. Prioritise that as well. And am I getting more fertilizer? I think it's going down. You get 25% bonus when you're using that, and I don't think can you reply to that field? You cannot. Alright, I'm just going to have to keep an eye on that fertilizer. But I don't know where it is. Does it say? That's 63 bags of fertilizer there. But where's the rest? Oh, we've finally managed to get this up and running. Let me go ahead and run electrical cable to that. And then we'll connect up the scanning machine, so we can scan the stuff that comes in. There you go, that's scanning away there, so we might find hopefully some more contraband. There is our parole. I will set up some guards in that, and I think it would be worthy to do a taser rollout. I think a taser rollout would be good. We're finding more things in here. There's more taties. So they've all been put into here. 3.7 days. There's loads of stuff in there. So them cabbages expire in 2.4 days. So are they ever being used? And the question is, do I have to set it up? I've got the tall fridges there. Is it in policy? So that's privilege policy. Oh, ingredients. This is what I didn't look at. Okay, so prison's food system is based on 4 factors: the meal options, variety and quantity, the current number of prisoners, the number of meals each day, and the quantity of stored ingredients. Unlike imported ingredients, though, which are full of preservatives, prison-grown crops are much more beneficial, even when eaten. Oh, more beneficial when eaten, and as such, they will be prioritized by your cooks. Good. Statistics related to your prison's ingredients and the food system can be found below. We have loads of fresh ingredients and imported ingredients. There you are. So, crops per day. So 0. Crop cost. Ingredients per meal. It says the fresh/imported ingredients ratio. I want fresh. Loads of fresh. We'll say put it to there. Mainly fresh, because we've got loads of fresh. So let's see. You know what? Let's just put it to completely... no, not completely. We do need some import, I think. Oh, there we go. There's the carrots. The carrots are coming in. Right, this works. But what is slightly concerning is that the cooks have to go all the way to the pantry in order to fetch that. So is it best then, instead of us bringing everything to the pantry, do we then instead take it straight to the kitchen? Possibly. What I do want to do is I want to export half of what we make, because there's just so much stuff that we have. There you are. That's been cooked up. There's all the carrots. So you can see they are using this fresh ingredients. That's good. That's good. Obviously bacon's imported. We're not growing bacon. There's none of that farming in the game. There's no livestock. But you can see these are in here, right? Well, it works. It does work. I will, because of the increased need for them to travel, I'll put some more cooks in here, just because I think we'll need it. And danger level is still, like, it's a very naughty level. Recreation and exercise. Yeah, okay. Let's finally get the yard sorted, shall we? We have 9 grand, so I think that is more than enough for this. So let's go ahead and check out our objects. And obviously I want to clone this down below when we've got it sorted. Bleachers I'm going to put there and there. And down the bottom, a similar thing, like that. I'll put them on this side as well. And there you are. We've got weight benches. We've got training dummies. Got chess sets. I mean, we could have some outdoor tables. Like that. Spend a bit of money, but I think we're spending it in the right place. Floodlights. Do we want some floodlights? We could have some floodlights, actually. Where do I want to put them? I think... put them in between these. Is okay. Hang on. Those should move further to the left. And means we can put floodlight in the middle. I think that's about symmetrical. What else do you want to put in? Weights benches, I guess. We'll put those in a string along here. Like that. And then you could put tire walls, but I think that that allows them to climb more, which I'm not overly keen on that. Some weight benches in front of these bleachers here. Oh, they're actually a bit too... oh, they were the right distance away. 2, 2. Is that right? Something like that. And there's a bit of money spent, but I think it's spent in the right place. How are we doing for compost? Let's see. Compost, we are on... Well, we currently haven't bought any compost. But we've got the rest all sorted. I wonder if I can sell these ingredients just from this menu. Sell object. Yes, you can. You can just sell the crops that way if you want to. What I like is that you have a ratio. You have a ratio here. So we put our ratio. So it means that if you've said, you're not saying use, for example, 50 apples per meal or whatever. I know you wouldn't use 50 apples per meal, but you would use you're not specifying a specific amount of fresh produce per meal. It's just a ratio. So if you do something like that where we sell loads of stuff, it means that actually they'll just try use that, but otherwise they'll just import it. Yeah. What are we on? Ingredients per meal 94. Import ingredients cost. So if I just like increase that, what will it set it to? Number of fresh ingredients in storage. And that one. Say fresh / important ingredients ratio. Let's see. It's slowly changing. Yeah. There we go, because the ratio was altered. Oh, and then they bought more stuff. So is that the right ratio? It was like 50-50 before, wasn't it? If I'm just going to put it to one side, and let's see what it does. Then we'll know the right one. So, this is working pretty much as intended now, which I'm happy about. I wonder if we got a grading. We do have a grading. So, prison grading, punishment at 0, that is terrible. Reform is quite high though, at 9. Security at 1, and then health, as per usual, is -1. And what was all that? Prisoner intake, was it? Yes, it as well. And probably... What sort of... Are we just buying stuff in? Or all this should be fresh. We'll see. It's a search maybe as well. There's early prisoner release. Yeah, we're getting loads of early prisoner release money. But that probably means that a lot of people that were working in here no longer work there. Let's have a quick look at that. From logistics to prison labour. We actually have 12 people who can work there. And the mayor is calling, and... The media have started a campaign over the immunities granted to prisoners, and it's bringing a lot of heat on my office. Yes, I'm passing a bill which bans TVs in common areas in prisons, so remove the TVs. That is a thing, but there's also warden calling now, so subsidence of the land. Ah, right. So we've got 2 in one go, and you can see that this prisoner here, Gareth Nobati, has basically looked at this and went, right, I can climb over that fence and then straight out. So... I will firstly go for guard response and get some guards here. Secondly, walls and doors, perimeter wall. We will obviously build that perimeter wall up and then prioritise it. And thirdly, check the grid. The grid seems to be fine. So, there you are. And I reckon this is going to be a prisoner escape, you know. Oh my good grief, that's all the prisoners who've just seen what can happen here. We're going to have loads of prisoners escape here. There's nothing I can do about this. The wall has fallen over, and that's it. We've had 1 prisoner escape. I do need to dump that rope. I'm going to prioritise that. Obviously, we have the guards trying to stop them, but they're just going to go straight over that rope, and this is just going to be a big issue. I'm going to close all doors in the facility. Hopefully, once that rope is demolished. Oh, look at that. Oh, dearie me. Yeah, that's a lot of people trying to escape. They're all trying to charge and exit. They've seen that there. There's another escape. I'm going to have to stop the lockdown, because if I keep this lockdown going, that means that the workers that need to fix this are not going to be fixing it because they can't get here. It looks like most of the prisoners have stopped, and these ones, in fact, are not even showing what they're doing. Right, let me just max speed this out. I've got this set to fix the issue there, and I've removed the was it the rope? Yeah, the rope that comes over there. So that's all been removed, so they shouldn't now attempt that anymore. And the wall's now in. Yeah, okay. And why can I not set that to staff only? There's the mayor. Failed to remove the TVs. Yes, yes, yes. I was a little bit too busy. Yeah, I still have to remove it. Okay, so let's just say rooms. I'm just going to remove the bottom bit of that room there. And that's job done. Right, so that's now built. I have... Is that food over there? Yeah, it is. Just somehow it got there. I'm checking around. This is totally secure. Oh, we can do it now. There we go. That's now staff only. Good. Okay. Let's see what happens then. And, oh, look at all that corn. That's going to be exported, all that. Let me just check in here. This is... Let's see the ratio. Fresh/imported ingredients usage. Is that 50-50? That's what I would have thought it would have been. So put up to there, what's it going to do now? It doesn't seem to do anything. Ingredients will be ordered if the stored amount doesn't suffice, yeah. I would have thought that would have been the right one. Danger level going down. I still need to purchase fertilizer, but that's not a big problem. This is a compost fertilizer, and we're just going to do all of the fields. And there we go. We should also probably put in the flower one as well in here. But I'm thinking maybe another orchard. Contraband is quite high, apparently. We'll do a full shakedown, see what we get out of this one. At least nobody... well, 2 people did escape, but there's nothing been anything major. I am very thankful for. I think also another janitor or 2 is in order, and another gardener. I know obviously we're increasing our expenditure, but I think it is quite worthy at this stage. And there's... So, apparently... A spoon, bottle of booze, packet of cigs, cell phone, a lighter, and 1 unit of drugs is classed as a massive amount of contraband. Maybe in real life, but I very much doubt it. Right, do I want to alter this? We've only got one way out, and I don't think we need much more, quite frankly. Let's just have a quick check at our needs then for the prisoners. Obviously we've had a lot of prisoners who have been in solitary, so this will be all over the place needs-wise. There is a big prisoner intake there, a lot of that because obviously prisoners are leaving via the parole. Yeah, 12% reoffending rate, 9 staff fatalities, capacity is 56, 1 death in custody, which was, I believe, oh that was the overdose, yeah, and 2 prisoners escaped. 6 only paroled early actually, so it's a lot less than I thought. And there's all our ingredients there. And most of it is bought ingredients. There's all our green energy goal, which is done. No, we have to do the solar panel development. See, I don't know how long this needs to take effect, but anyway. 30 prisoners have been searched recently. That's slowly going down. Let's place in this yard then some proper flooring, some grass. There we are. And I think while we're on, we'll have a quick look at these rooms. So we'll have a library and a mail room. Mail room, sorting desks will go on one side. And on the other side you just need tables, I believe. Yeah. I'll just put these small tables in, just 2 of them will be fine. Library is a similar sort of affair. You need sorting tables and library shelves. Where are we at? Zoom right in. Library shelf. Like that. And then I do need I'm pretty sure you can have prisoners working here. Yeah, there are max jobs and that. So what I'll do is I will open up these for prison work, prison labour. And we should really put some flooring in, but it's going to cost too much. I mean, the farming is definitely underway. That's working. And I'm just seeing... Oh, I see that stoneman there. To go back out, he actually went, like, via this thing here. What I'll do then is I will put in these fences. Like that. Just to make sure that we're all okay there. And I think I'll do... in programs, a guard taser certification and get that going. Alright, not too bad at all. I think we will probably finish off the ground here. I think that's probably what is really required. Danger level is still sort of hovering. There's that exercise need and a recreation need. Naturally, I've removed a lot of the stuff in here. I say that, the TVs, so I guess we'll place other things like these. What these? It says table football and then table tennis. And then you've got computers. Caters for the literature and comfort needs. Punch bag, no. Chess. Got pool tables. I've got chairs, arcade cabinets, recreation and comfort needs. A couple of arcade cabinets wouldn't go amiss. And then maybe some computers. Place them like that. Maybe get rid of some of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a bit better. Alright, so there, hopefully, we've got a lot more stuff in the common room and a lot more stuff in the yard. So hopefully with that, that's going to fulfill a lot more needs. Do a full shakedown. We have deaths, 2 of, which will be... Yes, this guy who's got a set of keys and is currently running out. Who will now use the said keys to initiate an unauthorised brain surgery on a couple of these guards here. But he will be taken care of. There he is, he's unconscious there. And just get some more dog handlers and guards. And we'll keep this search going. And he's going to spend a lot of time in solitary now. Right, okay. So, that is a lot of contraband, I will admit. I'm concerned where it's coming from, actually. Let's have a quick look here at our intelligence last 24 hours. We've got... look at all that. It says produced drugs. So they've been smuggling oranges through. I'm guessing try to make things as well. I'm trying to make booze, most likely. But where's the drills? Oh, they've just been brought in, but we found them because we're searching this. So it's actually not too much of a problem. So yeah, we've got oranges and a kicker. A kicker? No idea what that is. Either way, we are finishing this search off. I think it would be worthy. Look at all that stuff. Oh, that is a proper contraband row, isn't it? I'm guessing loads of people are going to be escorted here. Yeah. I'm going to have to dismantle these lights as well because they're really bugging me. And you can hear how loud the orders are as well because it's quite high in terms of the danger level. It's still the fertilizer thing that we haven't got yet as well. Fertilizer. We're on to 600 now, actually. So once we've got the rest of this in, hopefully it'll be alright. One more check before I finish off on our policy here in ingredients. You can see that, yeah, this ratio here, it seems to be, on the left, more fresh ingredients to be used. Well, it's got apples there and other things, so that's pretty good. I'm going to try to use pretty much all. Look at that meal, our total price, because we're all just using fresh ingredients. I think at this stage, wanting to keep that at about, is it 1, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50? Yeah, 20%, 25% is imported ingredients. Stuff that we can't produce here. The rest of it, yeah, 25% is imported because we can't produce it here. The rest of it, the other 75%, we make on site. I think we'll have to start selling more as well, but not too sure how we can do that because we've exported there. So yeah, you can see it's 50% exported as well. All right, not too bad at all. So pretty happy with the progress. We have got now at least a couple of rooms. We can get rid of the designation of that, and then assign a couple of people to both the library as well as the mail sorting office. The deployment on the back is still staff only, so we have people working in the shop, we have people working in the mailroom, in the library. We've got a much better yard, as you can clearly see. That's well fitted out now, and also the common room is similar, and these food trays are still broken, so I'm just going to manually dump them because, well, quite frankly, they should have been done a long time ago. So hopefully with all of those things we'll be meeting more needs of the prisoners. Obviously I haven't got heating in some of these buildings, so I do need to sort that out. So next episode we'll sort out heating in these rooms, maybe even put some flooring in. I want to keep an eye on our farming, but I'm quite happy with how that's progressing on. And then maybe think about putting in another cell block, and that would simply be probably a case of going over to here and getting a big loan and then building it, because then we'll get cell block C and progress on there. And then eventually we will have to go for a manufacturing facility, obviously build this yard, but at the moment it's really just get more prisoners. With the size of the prison is quite large, considering the amount of prisoners that we have. Either way, I hope you have enjoyed this episode and what it is the series thus far. And comments in the comments. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic farming. That partings, obviously.